Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for war number 2 of season 30, the high ground season. Fortunately, I don't even have to deal with high ground today because the boss is down, which we'll talk about a little bit more when we get to the third fight. But starting off, we're on path number 5, and you see we're boosted, got a 150 mutant boost. I think I'm out of the 200 percenters. Hope they come back to the shop. We got an America Chavez here. I think maybe I should have thrown on a power start 1 boost or something. This chick is pretty annoying to fight. You're gonna see she's just getting so much damn power gain. It's extremely annoying. But with Kitty Pryde, what I like to do is just take those specials into my face, especially if I don't know how to throw them, which I think is honestly just so awesome. So right here, she's at special 2. I don't know how to evade this, so as you can see, I'm going to dash back, then dash in, and I guaranteed take no damage from that special. I just got to make her miss, which I love. I love about Kitty Pryde so much, man. It's such an awesome thing. So here, we're going to knock her down, and then you're going to see, watch what I do right here. Pay close attention. I'm so close to a special 3 that if I hit her one time, I probably would have went there. So when I dashed, right before we made contact with each other, I threw my special. That way I got the special 2 off, I'm phasing, and boom, it goes off without a hitch. Perfect way to kill her. Definitely not always easy to pull off, but yeah, that's a nice little trick that you can do with any champion. Like a lot of times I'll dash in when I know that I'm going to get intercepted, and right when I'm about to get hit, I just throw my special. It's like kind of a precautionary safety net. And then next up here we have a Killmonger, which, guys, if you're watching this whole season with Kitty Pryde, you are going to learn so much about her and so many matchups. I myself am learning so much. So in this matchup, guess what? Kitty Pryde is immune to reverberation, only when she's phased. However, you know, the big reverberation damage that you can take in a fight typically is based upon when, you know, you throw a special and he has reverberation up. But yeah, as on my dash in, and like my first 3 hits while I'm phased, I am just immune to reverb. So right here, boom, you see I trigger reverberation. Doesn't matter. We're immune to reverberation, man. That's so sick. So I just keep finding more and more cool things about Kitty Pryde, man, and it's awesome. It's so damn awesome. She's quickly becoming just one of my favorite champions in the entire game. So yeah, just being immune to reverberation is pretty sick, pretty cool thing to have, and it's just so easy and reliable. It's yeah, it's phenomenal. So here you can see, you know, he's got heavy hitter. I don't care if this man has heavy hitter. We can hit into him when he's unstoppable, because we just can't do more than like 2 hits. Then we just gotta back off. It's awesome. So now we get to this Mcoc. So why is the boss down already by the time I'm doing these fights? And so this Mcoc right here on this node, this exact Mcoc had already killed 4 Loki 4 times so far this season. That's all our battle groups over the course of, and this is the 2nd war. So obviously it's a pretty tricky fight right here. So, and I actually wasn't even assigned it. Lizer was assigned it with Mole Man, and I asked her now, once the boss went down, I was like, hey, can I try this? I think Kitty Pryde could actually be pretty good here, even with the global up, so I kind of want to test to see it. She's like, yeah, sure, just, you know, talk to Taters, talk to him. He's like, yeah, sure, go for it. So, we're going to see if, let's pretend that high ground is here, how Kitty would do. So far, you know, at the start of the fight, the high ground is not going to be crazy. So at this point, you know, it's probably looking like how a fight with the high ground would have went. So let's just pretend now that high ground's on, and every blocked hit will take like a couple thousand damage, right? Let's pretend. So let's count how many blocked hits we take. So far we're at 0, you know, aside from the start. So everything's going pretty good at this point. Just taking it slow. Gonna bait out these specials. You see I can even hit him. Again, I don't care if he can evade. I don't care if he's unstoppable. 1 hit's always safe with Kitty. Boom, right there. First hit was safe. And then here I just want to bait out the special just to be extra super safe. Oh, looks like I dashed into that one. That's one way to avoid the damage too. So far, again, we've had 0 hits onto our block, so high ground would have done nothing so far, and he's dead. So I definitely think Kitty Pryde could do this fight with high ground with no problem. I just have to repeat that, which is easier said than done. But if I can play like that again, we'd be all good. So, Lizer, I think Lizer TJ moved up for me. Now I have enough energy to clear all my fights. So next up here we have a Weapon X, and we're going to be taking this fight with Kitty Pryde, Ebb and Flow Intercept. A little sketchy, especially after I died to a Weapon X last season, but I'm down. I'm not scared of him at all. Definitely want to get some revenge, and I feel like Kitty Pryde can be a pretty good option here, because at one point in the fight, we're kind of both just going to be unblockable gods. So, see which one of us is the better unblockable god. Go for an intercept right there. Boom, get Ebb and Flow intercept up. Kitty Pryde is also just so good for getting intercepts. Because if you do, you get rewarded with, I think it's 2 prowess. If you crit, 3 prowess. So, yeah, it's pretty fantastic. So, here we push him into Berserk. But we're at 20 prowesses. So, we're in Kitty God mode right now. That's what me and Damn Epic Whale call it. And yeah, pretty much I can just keep dashing at him. Here he was getting super aggressive, which is kind of sketchy. But I do want to go ahead and let his Berserk fall off and let the protection go back and then get into fresh intercept. So we got a fresh duration on the passive Fury. Now we're going to go ahead drop a pretty sizable special 3. Does some pretty good damage. I think it has like 38% of his health. And it gave us a good amount of power back with the mutant boost. And then we're just going to throw this special 2, and he's dead. So really solid fight against Weapon X there. I was really happy with how that one went. It's pretty easy with Kitty Pryde, I'd say, as long as you got Tiger. As soon as we get to 10 prowess, then I can kind of just play the fight however I want. And then next up here we have a Mojo, which I wasn't scared of at all, but not going to be able to use Kitty Pryde on this one, so we're going to be going for Spider-Man 2099. And the thing with Spider-Man 2099 is when there's no True Strike, he's really not. I really don't like using him with suicides, but I don't want to switch my entire masteries for one fight and then switch them back for the next fight. Maybe in hindsight I should have. Right here, he just totally baited me and hit me with his special 1. I was like, okay, that's really annoying, but whatever. Definitely made me feel a little uneasy about this fight. So at this point, I'm kind of trying to play a little bit safer. And you see, he's just not wanting to throw this special attack. I'm like, dude, where is this special? He's just not throwing it. Finally, he throws that special attack. With Kitty Pryde, it's also it's way easier to get those intercepts off, especially when you're at 10 prowess, because you're just unblockable and phasing, so it's very safe. Spider-Man here a little bit trickier to intercept, but we did get off an intercept before we dropped the special 2. Here I ended up pushing Mojo to his special 2, and I've showed that I can evade that special, but I just did not feel like it here. I don't want to die. So yeah, just was not feeling 100% confident in evading it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to block it. So I blocked it. And we got out of there okay. The thing, again, with Spider-Man 2099 is when he's not immune to poison or bleed, especially when we're boosting. Those boosts that we use in Alliance War give them so much more health that the willpower mastery can't compensate with the boost, and it doesn't stack with the boost. So your life is just slowly, really a lot faster than normally with willpower straining with Spidey. So maybe I will take off suicides next time. It's kind of sketchy. But then next up here we have a Nick Fury, and this was one of the fights that I'm most excited for, because there's been a span of probably like at least 3 seasons where I didn't fight a single Nick Fury in Alliance War, and there's a very good reason for that. It's because Eliza just fought them all with her Omega Red. She's an insane Omega player, so it made sense. But I really like fighting Nick Fury. A lot of people think he's a really good defender, and I agree, but I find fighting him really enjoyable, because it's such a weird and unique fight, and yeah, I don't know, I just really like it. So getting in here with Kitty Pryde felt great. So I got off the special 1 to build up some of my temperature, and we got the intercepts and everything. So I'm getting kind of close to killing him, but I'm getting too close to my special 3. So I decide to just throw the special 2 to kill him, try to do as much damage as I can. It did a ton of damage, and with the mutant power back boost, it propelled me right to a special 3. And because I threw that special 3 like immediately, like the frame after the special 2, our prowesses hadn't fallen off yet, and so our special 3 did just killed him. It just killed him. It did like, I think that's the biggest hit, was like 99,000 damage or something like that. That was probably in the special 3. So yeah, I felt really, really solid about this war. I feel like it went just insanely good. Just really, really loving Kitty Pryde. I feel like a lot of the fights with her just felt so good, and I feel like I'm getting really comfortable and just good with her, which is really exciting. Unfortunately, again, we did end up losing this war. Slow start for us to the season. ASR died 6 times. We died double that with 12. We did have less fight duration, which is interesting, actually. A lot less. But we died double. So that's extremely unfortunate. Starting off the season 0-2. That's okay, though. At least personally, I'm having a good start, which, I mean, I'd love for both the Alliance and me to be doing good, but that's not always the case. So here's the stats. We are now 14-0. Haven't died yet, which feels good. We're on an 18 streak. We started with a 4 streak from the last season, and our power rating is 19.89. We're second in BG3 and 4th overall in 4Loki for power rating. Vega is actually in 1st in BG3, so shout out to him. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this war video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Kitty Pryde fights. Let me know what you're thinking. I felt really good about this war with her, especially fighting hard champs like Weapon X, Nick Fury, Mcoc, and just kind of crushing them. So yeah, that's gonna do it. If you guys did enjoy, I would really appreciate you dropping a like rating. Really helps me and the series and the channel out. We're trying to hit 100K. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Subscribe, like some more content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.